So I was
This way. Change it all the way back. Seem like when you get new stuff, your computer be like, I don't.
so I was
Oh, wait. Oh, I heard somebody. So it did change. Okay, anyway, I don't have time to be playing with it. It's too much going on. So I have to figure that out and work on that. Hopefully you can hear me. Hold on, I'm still trying to make sure and test it on the live stream. All the way back. Yep. Yep, there we go. You can hear me now. I can hear myself. Okay, well, hello everybody. Welcome to Show the Tea Tuesdays. I was supposed to be on here like an hour and 30 minutes ago, but things happen and I wanted to get on here to do my due diligence to make sure that you exercise your right to vote. I am rocking my vote shirt today, and I have my little sticker. The polls have closed at 7 o'clock. Um, I gotta take this off. Sorry. Okay, the polls have closed at 7 o'clock, and so hopefully you have done your part to exercise your right to vote, especially in the great state of Oklahoma. Now, I don't know about everybody else. They probably had some runoffs and all those things that was happening too, or some special elections that was going on in regards to things that are trying to get passed. So hopefully you are aware of what's going on in your community because there is a lot of things that is happening and you need to be voter aware. We'll put it like that. Um, I can't tell you, or Shirley T can't tell you who to vote for, or where to go, or what you should do in your state or in your city. But what I want you to make sure that you do is to register to vote. Please eliminate the thought of thinking that um my vote don't count, because the more that you spread that narrative thinking that your vote doesn't count, the more that they use those types of language and put things in certain um what's the word, put things in certain perspective to where, oh, well, if you put this in the midterms or you put this in this term, this is when you can get things passed, because they're not even going to go out and vote, so they're not even going to be worried about it. Yes, I'm just being honest. Some, I mean, you can ask somebody else if you think I'm lying, but make sure that you do that. You exercise your right to vote, you register, and you gain the knowledge that you need to have uh, in order to know what you're voting for. Because sometimes there's some state questions that can be. Oh, hold on, y'all. Did I lose my volume? Oh. Sometimes, sorry, I was like, did I lose my volume? Anyway, but sometimes there can be some state questions that they can put on there that can be a little tricky, and then you look up and you be like, when did we vote on that? Well, did you miss one of them voting times? Did you miss one of them? Because if you missed one of them, that might have been the time that they put those in their terms. So anyway, make sure that you do that, and then also, anytime that you have certain situations or you are not in agreement with certain laws or bills or whatever propositions or things that's going on in your, I don't even say city, it doesn't have to just be legislation. Pick up that phone if you have to. You probably don't have a landline anymore, but pick up your cell phone and you call and talk to them. Schedule a meeting, let them know, voice your concern. Because if you don't voice your concern, they'll think, oh, they're fine. I haven't heard any complaints. Nobody called and told me anything. Nobody said that they were concerned about anything. So I just felt like it was fine. I was making the best decision for the sake of the people. So make sure that you exercise that. That is your right as a citizen to do that. And I feel like sometimes we miss the mark when we're trying to figure out why are certain things happening in my community or in my city. Well, it's because for one, it was probably passed. For two, somebody make the decision to go ahead and get things done for that city or town. And for three, you weren't aware of what was going on. So just do that. If so, I mean, I could talk about this forever, but I don't want to keep up a lot of my time talking about this. But I hope that whoever wins through this election, this runoff, and all that, I hope that you will stay true to your word, and that you will do what you say you're going to do. Because people are watching. I just love it when people are actually 100% transparent and tell people what is going on instead of trying to civil spoon people. I don't really like that. And I'm not a political. I don't political. What is that? Political. I'm not a person that plays politics. I'm not. I never been. I'm a person that just tell the people how it is. So I know that you don't ever expect me to run. Because yeah, that I wouldn't last 2 seconds. But anyways, make sure that you pick up the phone and talk to someone and let them know. Because one thing that you've noticed, if you maybe you're not into the news or maybe you haven't been paying attention to what's going on, but now everyone, and I'm not talking about Oklahoma, but I'm talking about across the states. Now people are concerned about these flock uh cameras. Now, mind you, the young man that created them, genius. Let's just give him credit. Genius. Just like the person who created what's his name? Mark Bird created Facebook, right? So genius, right? You want to reach the masses, you want to be able to see what's going on, be able to track people. There's been a lot of things that's going on, especially in the United States, as far as sex trafficking and sex trade and all these different things where people are missing like immediately. And you can't find them. Everybody knows about First 48 and all these other um, type of shows where they're looking for certain people and they can't find them and all this stuff. And so these flock cameras are everywhere. I don't know if they're everywhere, but I'm just going to say they're everywhere. But now people are voicing a concern. Well, those cameras are violating my privacy because now you can see where I am and you can track this and track that. Now, have you guys seen that movie, Eagle Eye? Is it Eagle Eye? I think it's Eagle Eye. Hold on, let me see. I want to make sure I got it right. I think it's Eagle Eye. Have y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that movie Eagle Eye? If you haven't, hold on one second. Hold on, where'd it go? Yep, that's it. Eagle Eye. Came out in 2008. Uh-huh. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what to tell you. Go play it. Go play it on Netflix or wherever that it may be showing. What they say it's showing on? I don't know. Go find it. But Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye is a really good movie. And so what this reminds me of with the flock cameras is kind of like Eagle Eye. Like you can, because I mean it's pretty much AI intelligence and beyond, right? So if you can track where someone is going, so I'm going to Crest, and then let's say, oh, I decide to go over here to the mall, and so, or if I and something, let's say something happened between me going from Crest to the mall, they can kind of track where I've been going, so they can kind of see, you know, what's happening, or if something happened to me, Lord forbid. But anyways, but with these flat cameras, people are really, really voicing their concerns and being upset. Hold on. Okay, yeah. People are really being upset about um people using these flock cameras and who is using them and because it's the police, there's businesses. I mean, then you can pretty much track a vehicle. So if you're in a vehicle, we can see, where you're going. Now, unfortunately, there have been some people not just in the state of Oklahoma. I think there's been two instances in the state of Oklahoma, but in other states, there have been officers that have abused the privileges of having access to that type of data. Now, we know that this is going to happen, right? That's with anything. Somebody has access to certain things that may or may not get abused, right? Or mistreated or misused, I should say, not mistreated. But anyways, but the issue is with these flock cameras is that it stores data. It stores information. It stores like, features and all these other things that you would need to know about the vehicle. But my point to this is these cameras were already installed. Now, it's not like they're upset that we're getting ready to put the cameras up and use them. They're already up there. They're already up there. They're already in use. And so now it's time for budgets and we're wanting to discuss if we want to pay or the renew the contract or renew the budget for these cameras that may cost $267,000. I'm just throwing out a number. I don't know how much that costs. But anyways, but people are concerned about the privacy, but let's go back. Who approved them in the first place? See, this is where I struggle because we make an issue out of things that's already happening, but how did we get there? Like, who approved them in the first place to be installed? Who approved the business Flock Safety to come in and put these in whatever communities that they're in, right? Because it's not just in Oklahoma, it's I'm gonna say it's everywhere. I don't know if it's everywhere or not, but they are everywhere. And you can go to their website and you can see where the flock cameras are and all that stuff. That's what they say. But I just feel like we missed the mark because what if there was a city hall meeting? I don't know. Just throwing this out. What if there was a city hall meeting where on the agenda we had the discussion of if we want our first responders or officers to use flock safety cameras in our community. So if that was on the agenda, that means that it was discussed, that means that it was approved, and then we just moved on down the line. But how many people was in that meeting? That's what I wonder. So it's just something that I think about sometimes because we when we're starting to be upset and we're protesting and we're upset about these cameras being here and we're talking about our privacy and all that. They already had these up and they've been running them all this time. So I don't mean to make it sound rude, but you're a little late. Now, true enough, now they're going to reinstall these, but um not not reinstate, extend their contract. That's the word. So they're wanting to extend their contract. So of course that costs some additional funds that you may or may not have because right now everybody's in a budget crunch. We got to kind of cut corners. So if we're trying to cut budgets, then maybe we don't need these flock cameras. But then some communities like, yes, we do because we had this killer, or we had this serial rapist, or we had all this crime in our community, da, 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 right? Anyways, so I said all that to say, when we start to get upset about certain situations, I want you to pause for a minute and think about how did we get here? How do we get to this point? Like, just pause and stop. How do we get here? And who is this flock safety guy that made these? What business? Who gave him the rights and approval? Like somebody had to give him approval in order for him to be in all these different states. Come on now. I'm just saying. Anyways, that's enough about that. I just wanted to share that little piece with you because it was just really on my mind, and I was just like, interesting, interesting. But anyways, so I hope that tonight's results, whenever I know people are at watch parties, people are at different things looking out for whomever's going to be the best candidate to select for the next position. And whoever that they may be, this is just the start of it, because the midterm elections is coming up in November. Now we're already in August. Well, we 7 days away from September, but we're already in August. And so, with us being in August, how are we preparing ourselves for November? There's a lot of mess that's going on, but I would like for my seniors that are 17, about to turn 17 and a half, maybe about to turn 18. I would like to be able to have a conversation with you guys. What are we going to do in regards to you understanding the importance of you going to exercise your right to vote? It's not just, oh, let me just vote for whomever is on. I've seen this commercial about this guy. Let me pick this. Or I've seen this commercial about this girl. Oh, I've heard of her talk before. It's more so of understanding what you're voting for. So I would love to have these conversations with some seniors, people that are first time voters that are probably confused, probably don't know what is going on, but to have that discussion. Do you understand what district you're in? What ward are you in? You know, what county are you in? Do we understand all these different things and how it plays a part? Because I'm not for sure if that's really taught in high school anymore. I mean, I don't know. I've been out of school for a minute, but let's just have that conversation. So let's have that conversation in the next few months. Midterms is coming up in November. And so yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So regardless of what you decide to do, whether you decide to vote or not vote, you know, voting has consequences. And so sometimes we're put in those situations where we got to figure this out and what's going to be the best option for the sake of the people. All right, I've talked enough on that soap opera. Anyways, let me share something with you guys real quick. I'm gonna shift the focus since I done got all serious on you. And we're gonna be back right after this commercial break.
You can find Share the Tea Tuesdays podcast on all podcast stations and follow Share the Tea LLC on social media by typing the @ at Share the Tea with V. That's V as in victory. That's the @ followed by Share the Tea with V. That's V as in victory. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and tune in every week. Find Share the Tea Tuesdays on all social media platforms. Just use the @ at Share the Tea with V. Again, that's V as in victory. The website, sharethetllc.org. Now, pour up that cup of tea. Let's talk, baby.
Let's talk, baby. I love that. So just to kind of remind you guys, because I know there's several things that's happening throughout this week. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I don't even think I shared that. Let me just share it real quick. My bad. But anyways, one thing that Shirley T has a lot of pride in is being able to do things for the community. And so one thing that we are really focused on is Alzheimer's awareness. And so this is going on our third year. I'm sorry, lose track. Has it been? It's probably been 3 years, yeah. So, anyways, so if you are a caregiver or you suspect that someone that you care about is diagnosed with dementia or you need some assistance with Alzheimer's, I encourage you to come out to our caregiver support group. It's the fourth Thursday, which is this coming Thursday at 6 o'clock at First Christian Church of Midwest City. It's right on the corner of Reno and Anderson. So right on the corner of Reno and Anderson, you will need to park come into the driveway on the Anderson side, not on the Reno side. So that way you don't have to walk all the way around the building. But anyways, come out and join us. Share this with someone that's going through a caregiver's journey. with their loved one that has dementia or Alzheimer's. And so we meet every fourth Thursday of the month. And kudos to the pastor there and also Miss Julie for allowing us to utilize their space, First Christian Church of Midwest City. So if you want to come out, you are free to join. You don't have to register beforehand. You can't just show up because we will be there. And when you get there, then you can just register for as far as checking in. So if you know someone, let us know. We want to make sure that we connect them with resources and information that they need while they're on this journey. All right, so this coming Saturday, and you guys know I've been with this for a minute, Black Men's Wellness Day is in Oklahoma City at Citrus Park. If you're a runner, it's before it even gets hot. Now, listen, it's already be like 80 degrees outside anyway. So hey, we're making it work. But come and join us at Citrus Park. We want you to get checked out, not checked in. That's the whole focus because a lot of men, and I'm not trying to be sexist, I'm just saying men do not go to the doctor. And sometimes we as women or wives or sisters, daughters, whomever, we have to get on to our men that we love to, hey, go to the doctor. Your arm's been hurting for a while. Maybe you need to get that checked out. Your blood pressure's too high. Maybe you need to get that checked out. So, yeah, so we encourage everybody to come out on this Saturday. Everything is free. We'll have lots of things for you to do. You can even have the kids, bring the kids. You don't have to leave them at home. But we have a kids zone for them to be able to do things as well. And also a senior pavilion. So from 7 to noon, come on out to Scissortail Park. And then while you're out there, you can even enjoy the farmers market. I mean, it's like you're getting how do they say, two you're getting two birds with, I'm about to mess it up. Anyways, you're getting everything that you need in one spot. So so come out and join us early Saturday morning, and beat the heat. And yeah, just come out and have a good time and be able to get checked out, not checked in. All right. So I do want to let you guys know I'm shifting things to another focus because in 7 days, you already know, 7 days, we're going to be talking about Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. And there's other types of cancers that are in September, but sometimes I focus mainly on ovarian. But there are several different other ones. And so I'm excited about September that's coming. September. S- September arrived very quickly. I don't know about anybody else, but I was just saying Happy Easter or something, and now all of a sudden it's September, and people have put out their pumpkins and spice and everything nice, and uh, I'm not ready for all that. But it's here. So it's not like we can put a pause on, can slow down just a little bit because it is definitely moving. So, but I do want to let you know to come out on September 1st. So I'm about to say next Sunday, next Tuesday, I will not be on Share the Tea podcast because we are going to do our cleanup. We're going to kick off Cancer Awareness Month with our street cleanup on September 1st at the only National Cancer Institute in the great state of Oklahoma at OU Stevenson Cancer Center, 800 Northeast 10th Street. We arrive at 6:45 to get your registration and all that done, and then we'll provide you with your gloves and your materials that you need, and then boom, we can go and tackle our street, which is from Northeast 10th, from Walnut all the way down to Stonewall. So it's only a mile. Now, unfortunately, we do have to walk it back, so it's 2 miles. But either way, just come out and have a good time. This street has been adopted for all cancer fighters and survivors and honoring anyone that may have lost, that we have lost on their cancer journey. And so we just want to continue this and kick it off for September. So September 1st, don't forget, come out 6:45. you'll see me out there. We'll have all the tools and everything that you need. Now, we'll let you know you don't have to worry about bending over to pick up trash and all that because we have clickers or pickers that kind of help you. So you ain't got to do all that bending because trust me, it's a lot. But usually our street is pretty clean, so we don't have to do as much. But just in case. But come on out and have a good time, and we appreciate your support. So if you need volunteer hours, there you go. And we can also write a letter for you for volunteering to clean up our street. All right, so September 5th. Yes, I know it's Labor Day weekend. Don't be like that because guess what? Cancer doesn't wait for anybody. Cancer doesn't care about being a holiday. It doesn't. So September 5th, United in the Fight Cancer Expo, survivorship awareness event. It'll be at Willa D. Johnson Recreational Center on Frederick Douglass Avenue. So just come out and have a good time. I want to say thank you to my sponsors, S&T Enterprise, Tenaciously Till. You guys know I'm always talking about them. And then also Black is in, I always mess up her name, Mexican Food Shack. And so she's going to be the food truck there to come out and have a good time on September 5th from 11 to 2. So it won't take that long. Everything will be inside. You don't have to worry about being outside to swelter the heat because we will be inside, which will be an amazing thing. So I do want to take a moment to share this part with you before I hopefully I can pull it up. I want to say thank you. Let me see, does it work? No? Watch me, watch me, watch me. Hey. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, I kind of like this song. I don't know what song that is, but I'm gonna find it. Hey. Hey. Okay, sorry, y'all. You know I get excited when music comes around. But thank you so much to Bigger Than Food Foundation and Growing for Good Farm for allowing us to come out to their farm on Friday for our Friday for a cause because we are raising funds for our first, yes, S&T Enterprise Scholarship that will benefit individuals that has been impacted by cancer. And so we are so excited that we were able to reach our goal on Friday, and we are moving forward into our next one, which will be on September. I don't want to show that one on September 18th. I was like, why you don't want to show that one? I don't want to show that one because we're eliminating burritos. Let me tell you, it's a lot trying to cook out in the elements. And so we are just going to have fish and teas. That's it. Teas and fish. That's it. Teas and fish. We're gonna make it easy and simple for the sake of myself and my support that comes out to help us. So meet us at the farm at 6 o'clock. Thank you for everyone that came out and supported, help us reach our goal. We're continuing to have this, and our next one or our last one will be September 18th because we're going into homecoming season in October. So yes, but you are more than welcome to make a donation to the S&T Enterprise by going to my website at sharethetllc.org. You can make a donation there, and we definitely do appreciate your support. Now, I will let you know one thing. Applications open on September 1st. Yes. Did you? I mean, can you see? There's a lot of things happening on September 1st. I know. So we got the walk, we got the Cancer Expo, we got. Yes, we have a lot of things that's happening. And so applications will open on September 1st. And so I hope you take the moment to um, share that with someone that may can definitely benefit from this scholarship and we will definitely get them reviewed by our scholarship steering committee and go from there. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. September is a busy month for me as always. That's why by the time October come, I'm looking a little cross-eyed and trying to figure out what am I doing with my life. But anyways, I just want to share that with you guys. And also just to kind of let you know for S&T Enterprise, um, all of my members that have supported, that have joined. I appreciate you because I know this is a new realm of us doing things a little bit different with S&T Enterprise, just to be make sure that we're cultivating an impact. We have the network and we're empowering small businesses because our goal is to make sure that we're encouraging small businesses to maintain stability. Like at some point, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but a lot of businesses are closing, and so, how can we prevent that from happening? Do we need more traction? Do we need more revenue? Do we need more customer support? Or do we need to scale back some because we have too many things on our plate? What is it that we need? And so I'm just hoping that I can share this information with as many people as possible. So if you're interested in joining, sorry, I was trying to read. So if you're interested in joining S&T Enterprise, you can definitely view that application process on my website, which again is sharethetllc.org. All right. Well, I've been on here long enough because I kind of want to see what the results are while they're rolling in because it's already 8:19. But blessings to anyone, any and everyone that's been running for their positions. Um, I hope that whatever the results are, that you do not stop working for the sake of the community and that you continue to put your best foot forward in everything that you do. So, if you are interested in joining Share the Tea Tuesdays and you would like to be a special guest, you can always send me an email at sharethetwithv@gmail.com. And we can get you signed up. I use Do Calendly, which is like a calendar software for you to schedule your own dates and your time. And if we need to pre-record it, we always have that option to do so. So yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to be safe, stay hydrated, and remember that we share the tea. We don't spill it. Until next time, see you later. Bye.